The suspected gunman involved in what authorities are calling an apparent assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump was identified by authorities as Ryan Wesley Routh Sunday night. He allegedly carried an AK-47 style rifle with a scope onto the grounds near Trump's golf club in West Palm Beach, Florida. He also had 2 backpacks filled with ceramic tile and a GoPro camera hanging on a nearby fence. Secret Service agents allegedly confronted and shot at Routh after noticing a rifle barrel sticking out of a nearby chain-link fence just 1 hole ahead of the former president as he played around with real estate developer Steve Witkoff on Sunday afternoon. He was roughly 300 to 500 yards away from Trump, authorities revealed at a press conference following the incident. A witness told investigators with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office that they then saw a man leap out of the bushes and take off in a black Nissan. The witness was even able to grab a photo of the car, which helped authorities track the suspect down. The Nissan was eventually pulled over by deputies in neighboring Martin County after a license plate reader got a hit on the vehicle while driving on I-95. Martin County Sheriff William D. Snyder told Local 10 News that the driver was relatively calm and not displaying a lot of emotions. A man believed to be Routh was arrested in North Carolina in 2002 after an armed standoff with police officers, the Greensboro News and Record reported. The dispute began when Routh put his hand on a gun during a traffic stop, the newspaper reported, before barricading himself for 3 hours inside United Roofing, a company based in Greensboro that records indicated he owned. Routh eventually surrendered and was charged with possession of a weapon of mass destruction, which the local paper reported was a fully automatic machine gun. He was also charged with carrying a concealed weapon, hit and run, resisting an officer, and driving with a revoked license. He was eventually convicted and sentenced to probation on all charges, according to North Carolina court records. At some point, Routh relocated to Hawaii, where he ran what appears to be a construction firm for shed-like housing units. A phone number listed for the business goes straight to voicemail. John Miller, CNN's law enforcement analyst, said he was more interested in Routh's posts on social media, which included countless missives about supporting the Ukrainian forces in their continued fight against Russia's invasion in 2022. He goes deep into his self-proclaimed involvement in the conflict in Ukraine, his efforts to recruit soldiers and bring them into the country, his claims that he has been there possibly as a fighter, Miller told CNN's Caitlin Collins and Wolf Blitzer. The Daily Beast found 2 different websites dedicated to the cause of sending foreign fighters overseas, one for Ukraine and another for a theoretical future conflict between Taiwan and China. Both websites prominently list Routh's contact information. The phone number posted on both sites also goes straight to voicemail, but mentions his involvement in the Ukrainian and Taiwanese recruitment efforts, as well as his Hawaiian construction company. One of the websites appears to be dedicated to helping volunteer fighters travel to Ukraine and sign up for the Ukrainian Foreign Legion. However, it is currently unclear if Routh's organization ever helped anyone reach the front lines. The Ukrainian Foreign Legion did not return a request for comment from the Daily Beast. Routh was also interviewed by the New York Times in 2023 about his recruitment efforts, the paper admitted on Sunday. He reportedly had no previous military experience, but told the paper he was trying to recruit Afghan soldiers who fled the Taliban to fight on the Ukrainian side. "I'm just a U.S. citizen that's helping out," he said. Orrin Routh, the person of interest's 35-year-old son, told CNN that he was a loving and caring father, an honest, hardworking man. "I don't know what's happened in Florida, and I hope things have just been blown out of proportion because from the little I've heard, it doesn't sound like the man I know to do anything crazy, much less violent," Orrin told the network. Among some of the social media posts viewed by the Daily Beast, Routh expressed support for Tulsi Gabbard, the former Hawaii representative, during her long-shot run for the Democratic Party's presidential nomination in 2020. A Hawaii-based man with the same name sent multiple small donations to Tulsi's campaign in 2020, according to FEC records. Previous donations were all to Democrats, including long-shot 2020 presidential candidates Andrew Yang and Tom Steyer, Representative Beto O'Rourke, Democrat Texas, and Senator Elizabeth Warren, Republican Massachusetts. They have not donated to another candidate's campaign since.